Man, I'm just waiting for this to show me that we're actually streaming because YouTube likes to glitch on my lives. I don't know why YouTube does this to me. I think it's probably because I got freckles and a sweet beard. Most of YouTube, I think, is like envious of like my super sweet freckles and my super sweet beard. But you know what I'm saying? That's why we just glitched out earlier and it froze. That's like the third live that's froze on me. And I pay for the best Wi-Fi in the world. Like, I'm paying for all the Wi-Fi. I'm paying for the Wi-Fi on top of the Wi-Fi on top of the Wi-Fi, and my YouTube live just froze just like half an hour ago. And now I'm back, and we have new information. So, let's get this party started, shall we, guys? I apologize that the last one froze up. I don't know why that happened. I pay for the best internet that they have possibly available, and you could still hear it, so I know it wasn't on my end. YouTube just glitched out on me, which, I think considering the subject was weird, but maybe I'm being conspiratorial again. I have a tendency to do that every once in a while. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, yo, check this out, family. We are talking, if you weren't in the last live and you aren't in the know, earlier today, I did pay my bill, Eric. I only pay bills and hurt my back today. That's all I do. Love you, bro. So, like, earlier today in West Palm Beach, Florida. Sorry, they're two different places. So Donald Trump's own golf course, man. Like, he owns that thing. He was out hitting some balls, you know what I'm saying? Doing the old folks thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like golf, that's cool. It's whatever. It's all good. But he was out there hitting some balls on the golf course, and the Secret Service was like scoping a few holes up. About 400 to 500 yards up, there was a dude. They saw like a glint of like a barrel of a gun, and they were like, yo, is that a gun? And they're like, yep, that's a gun. So they just started blasting, bro. They started shooting at the dude, right? And the dude took off running. They immediately, like, it's the same time they started hitting shots when the first shot was fired. The Secret Service agents, they were on it like vomit on a bum's blanket this time. They immediately jumped on Donald Trump, and they used their bodies to human shield the man, which is their job if you're the Secret Service. This dude took off running. They immediately had a drone in the air, and they were like, and they followed him, and they like got him. They saw him get into his vehicle, and then they were able to like get an immediate out to all of the cops, and every cop in the county is looking for this dude. Within half an hour, and it only took this long because they wanted to make sure that they had this dude pinned in. They had multiple units. They pinned him from the front. They pinned him from the back. They got this dude pulled over, and they got him out successfully without any altercation. And the dude was calm when they got him out. And we were talking in the last live, like, isn't it a little weird that the dude would be calm? That seems kind of professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that I would be calm if I just tried to assassinate someone and then I got caught by them police, but he was calm. And we were wondering why that was. Well, now we know the identity of this man. We know who this dude is. And there's really a lot going on here. Let's just put it that way with this dude. To be mild, there's a lot going on here. So we're going to get into this, and we are going to talk about who this dude is and what's going on. But first, I want to thank the mods. Thank you for being here. I know that we normally have a no politics thing. I understand this is something that people are going to be very politically motivated to speak about, and I don't want to censor you guys while we're talking about something that is political. That seems unfair. All I'm asking you guys is to be respectful. Understand that everybody else in this chat is a human. They are your brother, they are your sister, they are your friend, and I just want to say, you know, a lot of us are Americans. I'm not a member of either party. I'm an American citizen. And every other American citizen deserves my love and respect. Every other human deserves my love and respect, except for pedophiles. Pedophiles aren't people, and pedo lives don't matter. So as long as you're good with me, I'm good with you. We gonna rock this out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rock this out, and just be respectful of each other. So if you're disrespectful, my mods know what time it is. They're gonna twatapult you right up out this bitch, and you know, you can go watch somebody else, bro. It is what it is. So as we go into this, I want to give you guys this name. His name is Ryan Wesley Ruth. He was the would-be Trump assassin who failed. Second failed attempt within a few months. Crazy. He fought in the Ukraine war and supports Ukraine. A suspect is in custody after an apparent assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump at his own damn golf course. That's a little rude to go into somebody else's golf course and, be trying to kill him. Now, I saw the pictures of where he was set up, bro. He was right outside. There's a chain link fence that is kind of surrounded by bushes and trees where he could get himself, he was trying to get a clean one in there. You know what I'm saying? But they saw his ass and they started blasting and he ran off. Now, this dude is 58 years old. So he has been talking on social media for a while about this type of stuff, and his self-proclaimed involvement in the Ukraine war, including his supposed efforts to recruit soldiers to fight in the conflict. Ruth also claimed to have fought in Ukraine as it continues to hold off Russia's invasion. Miller said that Ruth had been living in Hawaii and was formerly, Joe Miller, thank you so much. We love you, Bubba. Hell yeah. He was formerly a construction worker in North Carolina. The suspect has also reportedly been previously arrested 8 times. 8 times, dog. They had him in custody 8 times. BMC, 100% with you, homeboy. 8 times, mostly for minor offenses. Ruth appears to have previously spoken with the New York Times about his efforts to recruit Afghan soldiers who fled the Taliban to fight in Ukraine. At the time of the effort, which was published March 25 of 2023, Ruth told the Times that he had spent several months in Ukraine in 2022. Let's see. Ruth was also the head of an International Volunteer Center, IVC, in Ukraine, a privatized organization that works to empower volunteers and other nonprofit groups that work to enhance distribution of humanitarian aid throughout Ukraine. So, this dude seems like his whole deal is wrapped up in Ukraine. But look, here's another thing, and I want to point this out right now, in case anything happens like last time where they shut my live down. I want you guys to know right now, the first thing that happened when his identity was announced is he was very, very, very active on Facebook, and he has just mountains of posts on Facebook about what he supports and what he's into. Facebook immediately removed his entire account the second that it was announced what his name was. And you can't tell me after Mark Zuckerberg came out and talked about how a certain administration had been all up their ass about vetting and moderating and censoring certain types of information. You cannot tell me they did not do this, because he is a wild and staunch supporter of the Biden and Harris administration. I'm saying this as an objective. I'm not for either of these people. I'm telling you right now, they just shut his whole account down. And if that doesn't say something to you, I don't know what to tell you. 1,000%, they just murked his whole account. Now, he also had 19 documented donations to Democratic causes that they've been able to find so far. So this dude was a staunchly left-leaning cat that tried to kill Donald Trump, which 1 + 1 usually equals 2. It was weird as hell that, I'm not going to get into that. I love you guys. So Moto's Best said, ex-federal inmate, 12 years. Love what you do with your platform. Keep up the greatness. Thank you so much, homie. I appreciate you. Tony, thank you so much. Tony Sells Tampa. Watchman of Earth. I sent Hardcore Recovery a message because I need help in my recovery, brother. I also sent you messages on TikTok. I do need help staying in recovery, bro. I will go check those messages. I'm not on there very often because I am completely full with clients, homie, and I have a waiting list right now. So, I think, honestly, it's super weird to me. Well, I mean, it's not even weird. It makes sense to me that he was immediately removed from Facebook. It makes sense to me that he was immediately removed from Facebook. It's kind of crazy that they were that obvious about it, though. They were that obvious about it. His account just whoosh. So, hey, if you call me a goof, your bitch ass gets hidden. You're gone. You're not going to be able to leave any more messages. And on your way out, don't forget to eat a dick up and hiccup, bitch. Thank you very much. Associated Press reported that Ruth was convicted in 2002 of possessing a weapon of mass destruction. Now, earlier in this article, it said that he was only arrested for minor offenses. A weapon of mass destruction does not sound to me like a minor offense. Would you consider a weapon of mass destruction a minor offense? Now, keep in mind that when he was caught earlier today, he had, I believe it was an AK-47. He had homemade body armor that was made of ceramic, which this community right here informed me that ceramic makes really great body armor. I didn't know that because I haven't researched it. I'm a felon, and federally, they'll send me to federal prison as a felon if I were to ever try to get body armor. If I actually had body armor to protect my body from bullets in the country with the most mass shootings on the planet, I would go to federal prison for trying to protect myself. So I wasn't educated on that, but because of you guys in this community, you beautiful human beings, I am now more educated about body armor. Often, there are things that I don't know about, and you guys educate me, and I love you for that. So, weapons of mass destruction. North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections record, while the documents reviewed, AP did not provide details about the case. That's weird. It said that a man with the same name was arrested after a 3-hour standoff with the police. How is a 3-hour standoff and being arrested and charged with concealed weapon and possession of weapons of mass destruction, referring to a fully automatic machine gun? Dude had a fully automatic machine gun. He did an armed standoff with the police. This thing said that it were all minor charges that he's been arrested for in the past. That's not a minor charge, my friend. Y'all on some old bullshit. Ashley Hansen said, my uncle is a chomo and in prison getting out in a few years, and sent me a letter, and he said he wants his favorite niece to go and get him. Ugh, Ashley, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Ashley. Danger. Danger. Stay clear. Elon Tusk, you're back in the chat. Thank you so much for joining back in. For those of you who weren't in the chat earlier, I got frozen up. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the video froze, the audio was still there, so I decided to let everybody regroup. Well, I regrouped, changed my shirt because I was a little bit sweaty, and now we back up at it with the identity of the shooter who tried to kill Trump this morning. Elon Tusk said, he most likely got caught up in a BS gun loophole. It's common. But even at that, bro, being arrested for weapons of mass destruction is not a minor charge. Jonathan Roos said, this seems more like a Floridian thing. Also, you hear how J.D. Vance admitted to lying about Haitians eating pets and his intent to keep lying. I have not fully investigated all of that. I do know this, though. In Haiti, they do eat all sorts of different animals. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't looked into the full extent of what's going on with that. But I will just say in other cultures, they eat animals that we don't eat over here. And that's normal. Christina Lafort, what is up, sis? Left or right? They only care about lining their pockets. Yes, preach. Trump already put out for donations. I've never seen the USA so divided over politics. By the way, I still hate mosquitoes. Yo, sis, big facts. So earlier in the comments, she was talking about, before we had everything confirmed, she was like, yo, shooting in Florida, that's a rarity. And I was like, yeah, it's about as rare as mosquitoes in the state of Florida. If you've never lived in the state of Florida, two things we got a whole shitload of is mosquitoes and shootings. And we were joking about that. And so now that this has been verified and confirmed, We both still hate mosquitoes. I'm with you, sis. One love. And yes, the division is killing our country. We need to come back together through sane and rational discourse where we're respectful of each other. I know that we all have differences, but that's part of what makes our country so great, is that we have these differences. It doesn't matter your skin color, your religion, your politics. We all want the best for this country. Some of us just have different ideas of how to get there. Ashley said, my family thinks he agreed to the charges for a plea agreement. I don't believe that. I looked the charges up. He had multiple charges from what I saw, and I'm going to tell you right now, sis, it is a very common thing for families to justify when somebody in their family get arrested on these types of charges in any way they can, because nobody wants to believe that Uncle Bad Touch is a bad dude. But I'm with you 1,000%, and I love you, sis. Stay safe. Anthony Cavazos, love you, homie. I saw a video where you talked about a guy who was beaten because he didn't have his paperwork, which caused suspicion. What if the guy was in on a normal charge and nothing Chomo related? Well, look, here's the thing, homeboy. Where I did time in prison, everybody gets their paperwork. You get it. It's one of the only things you can take from county jail to prison is your paperwork. So if you don't have it, there's a reason you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And if you could prove you were innocent to avoid an ass whooping with a piece of paper, and wouldn't you show it? I would. Bro, I'd break bread like Jesus said. I'd be like, here's my paper. In fact, that's what I did when I first got to prison. I sat my shit down on the table. I said, car theft, bitch. Where's yours? Dubs, I'm taking notes for our live. Shout out to you. Yo, I love you, Dubs. Dubs and Gunner. Big love and respect, man. If you're not following both of those dudes are incredible and they do good work, man. Watchman of Earth. I'm an independent journalist, a part of Voice of Freedom Journal. We have a podcast, and I'm trying to cover this very story. I just need links for the info. Well, so what I'm working off of right now, bro, is just straight off of it's straight off of the Newsweek article. The Newsweek article that I found had the most information, up-to-date information on Ryan himself. But I've also seen a bunch of other stuff. I've seen a whole bunch of his Facebook posts. People started screenshotting him before Facebook took down his profile. They immediately took down his profile. It was like that. But people were able to get some screenshots. I looked into those during the break. Also, some of his political donations have come out. There's been about 19 that have been documented and exposed so far. So, that's what it is. And if you saw on the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? Dude looks kind of like Doc from Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy hair and all that shit, except it's blue. Scrawny ass dude. But he says he's a soldier of fortune. He went and fought for Ukraine. It is what it is. Casey Jade. What's up, JD? It was blue team this time. Red team last time. All the same checkerboard. Wood Chipper 2024. Homie, I couldn't love this comment anymore. Wood Chipper 2024. I feel that, family. Big love and respect. And if you guys want to check out the Wood Chipper 2024 merch, we got tank tops, we got hats. Make pedophiles afraid again. We even have yard signs. If you've got a pedophile in your neighborhood and you want to make them feel absolutely uncomfortable so they don't leave their damn house and hang out outside where the kids catch the bus to school every morning, you can get yourself a Wood Chipper 2024 yard sign. Post that bitch up. You can get yourself stickers that say make pedophiles afraid again, or Wood Chipper 2024 make pedophiles afraid again, and it's all at convictclothing.net. And remember, folks, pedophile lives don't matter, because pedophiles aren't people. Yo, Slimy Pendleton, what up, homie? Always walked the line and never done time. Still been living by the code since birth. Thanks for everything you do. I wish they had civilian paperwork. Yo, what? For real deal, homie. Big love and respect to you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for being here and a part of this community. To every single one of you guys, man. Like, look, I don't know if you know this about me, but I am in recovery. I'm in recovery for substances. I don't go out much. You guys are literally my social circle. Anytime that I get a chance, I go up on here and I spend time with you guys. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out to clubs. I don't go out to functions, bro. Like, I've been going to concerts and getting to meet some of you guys. I got to meet so many people. I could not even walk 5 feet at the Jelly Roll show in Portland last month. Or earlier this month, the first of this month, without meeting some of you beautiful people. I brought 50 stickers and 12 patches and a bunch of my wristbands, and they were gone by the end of the night. I had to re-up, homie, you know what I'm saying? But if you ever see me in public, man, please come say hey. I probably got stickers for you. I probably got patches or whatever, bro. And I'm always happy to meet you guys because you are literally my community. You're my people. Alexander Howard, love you, homie. Tarek, Haitians eating family pets was a huge stretch, but goats, chickens, ducks has all been pretty well documented. Normal foods for Haitians. Facts. Also, you know, what you have to realize is that over there, their culture is completely different. Their religions are completely different. And I'm not disrespecting their culture or their religion, bro. Like, we have, you know, certain animals that are okay to eat over here, and they're not, ones that aren't. But, like, literally, we live with a lot more fortune than they have over there. You know what I'm saying? We get to be discriminate and everything. So I'm not disrespecting their culture. I think stealing people's pets is hella fucked up. I think that swan, the whole story of the swan, if you guys didn't see the swan, there's a town that has 2 famous swans. And if you don't know anything about swans, swans are pretty beautiful creatures. They mate for life. And these 2 swans, they literally built a park around these swans in the lake that they were living in because they had a family and they were like the town mascots. And, you know, the female swan was found, her head was found, and the babies were taken. And they're not sure who did it as far as I know, or they caught one person, but there's still other suspects out there. There's just a lot of information and not a lot of it's verifiable. But my personal self, I will always err on the side of believing my fellow Americans over like government narratives and mainstream media. That's me, bro. Tennessee countryside, what is up, homie? Happy Sunday from Tennessee. Happy Sunday to you out there in Tennessee, man. I'm gonna be out there in Tennessee later this month after I get back from LA. I'm getting really excited, man. I talked to Ian Bick this morning. We got some plans coming up. Big things on the horizon, you guys. There's some really big things I can and really big things I can't talk about, but I am blessed enough to be able to go out to Tennessee and speak to men that are in a prison, that are trying to change their lives, that are probably in some of the darkest times of their lives, and give them a little bit of hope, which, man, I just can't tell you how much that means to people to be seen and treated like human beings when they're at the lowest points of their life. Thomas Stamet. Hey, JD, there is a case around me I'd love to send you without doxing myself. Would love to hear your thoughts on the case. Send it to my Insta, brother. JD Delay, big love and respect. Strike first. Tom McDonald made a rap video about Trump's attempted assassination called You Missed. Please react to Tom McDonald. I don't do like music reaction videos, homie. I don't even know the legalities of it. I know that there's copyrights and shit like that. That's just not something that I've gotten into at this point. So I'm sorry, I can't do that, but I do want to get back into this. Roth appeared, and we're talking about the assassin here for anybody who's just jumped in. The attempted assassin. Let's just say that. Roth appears to have previously spoken to the New York Times about his efforts to recruit Afghan soldiers who fled the Taliban to fight in Ukraine. Let's see. In June 2022, Roth spoke about his efforts. That's the same. Volunteers for the International Foreign Legion defense of Ukraine. The question as far as why I'm here, to me, a lot of other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know? Any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. So dude had very defined beliefs, and he probably felt the same exact way about Donald Trump. Now, if you did not get a chance to see the thumbnail before you jumped in here, I want to show you who the attempted shooter was. This is the dude who took shots or was waiting to take shots at Trump this morning, and the Secret Service took shots at him and he fled. This is him right here. This is Ryan Wesley Roth. And if you can see, he's got blue hair. He's draped in an American flag t-shirt. And yeah, he's definitely got some very definitive beliefs about things that probably led him to do this assassination attempt, which luckily was foiled. Christina Lafort said, "What president puts out I hate Taylor Swift on his social? He put her life at risk. But the right is okay when Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan put out to vote for Trump." Personally, I don't believe in celebrities endorsing candidates. I don't think that, look, man, like an actor or a wrestler, you know what I'm saying? Like, or a singer, you're a performer, you're entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You put on a show for a living. I don't think, and I don't exclude myself in this. I have never asked you guys to vote for anybody. I've never told you who you should vote for. I've never told you who you shouldn't vote for. The only endorsement I've ever made is the wood chipper for pedophiles. I've all the way endorsed wood chipper for pedophiles 2024, but I don't think it's my place. And honestly, I get offended when people ask me who I'm voting for. It's none of anybody else's business who I'm voting for, and it's none of my business who you're voting for. I can tell you what I have for you: the utmost respect. Whoever you vote for, that is your constitutional right as an American citizen. So, you know, I know that people want to use their voice, they want to use their platform, they want to use their influence, but I think a lot of the time it's better just not to do so, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it comes off as really disingenuous to a lot of people. You know, my wife is a huge Swiftie. Jax, little secret, big reveal, Jax is a huge Swiftie. But, you know, I think that even she would agree that, like, she's not going to vote for somebody because somebody whose music she likes endorsed them. It just seems kind of ridiculous. You know, we've got all these celebs coming out and endorsing this person or that person, and then other celebs saying, if this person gets in, I'm leaving the country. Bye. I don't care which side it's on. Don't try to threaten your way into getting what you want, you absolute child. Jax, were you knocking? The Helen Gamer said, cheers from Nebraska, Huskers fan.
No, I accidentally dropped my phone when you said I like her music. I just think she's really cool for what she does. I don't know if I would say that I could listen to her music all the time, though.
Okay.
Sorry, Taylor. Love you, though.
That's fair. Helen Gamer said, cheers from Nebraska, Husker fan and sewer stoked. Our team is finally looking or getting to that point of the old school play making team they used to be for the first time in years. Man, I remember, so I grew up in the Bay Area, and I used to go to 49ers games when it was Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. And though I've never been a super huge football dude, like I'm not watching every Sunday or none of that shit, not at all. But, you know, just having that, you know, going with my dad to them games, every time they start doing good, man, I feel it. So I'm with you on that, bro. Anthony, Big Ant, what's up, man? You want to hear about a weird chomo? Look up Smart Schoolboy 9. This guy is so weird. He makes family content for kids where he walks around with his tongue out and dresses as a school kid. I think he's mentally unstable. Look, bro, I've been hearing so much about this Schoolboy 9 dude, and I have not had time to look into it yet. So thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, homeboy. I really need to do some research on this dude. From everything I see and hear, I think he's a stone cold weirdo, bro. Desuits Vault Templar. My cousin went down a few years ago for messing around with a 14-year-old. He was in his upper 20s and severely addicted to illegal substances. We were close as kids, and he's in recovery, but I don't know. Bro, look, man, there's a huge difference between somebody who has a problem with substances and somebody who has a problem putting their dick in kids, bro. I'm just going to tell you right now, I've done every substance on the face of the planet except for Flocka, and not because I had any moral opposition to doing Flocka, because it never came across my desk, dog. And I have never looked at a kid and been like, I'm going to take that kid's childhood so I can get a nut. Fuck that dude, bro. For real. If you have a moral, if you're asking for my opinion, it's fuck that dude all day. Jonathan Roos, given how many MAGA types laugh and mock liberal victims of violence, I find not the situation, but the outrage kind of funny. You know, I think that anytime that there is political violence in this country and you're talking about taking somebody's candidate that they want to vote for and stealing their chance for the democratic process to work from them, I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's comical. And people should be outraged. And I would be outraged if it was on the other side as well. Tennessee countryside, just vote, educate yourselves first. Facts, bro, facts. I don't care who you're voting for, but make your voice heard. Nomad.org. I've heard a lot of Swifties are voting Trump. I've heard that as well. Wayne Blue. Thanks, JD. I haven't heard about this assassination attempt. As a truck driver, I get the news late. Homie, and this is breaking just this morning, Wayne. This whole secondary assassination attempt just happened just this morning out there in West Palm Beach, Florida, on Donald Trump's own golf course. This dude right here. Let me show you this dude. Let me pop this dude back up on screen for a second here. This dude tried to assassinate Trump, and shots were fired at him by the Secret Service, and he got the hell gone. He took off, bro. He got shit on, and then he got get on. And he was wrapped up by the police really quickly. Here, if you want to see, is where he was positioning himself to take shots at Donald Trump. Right there. That's where he was posted up. That's what he left behind. He actually fled so quickly, he left his gun. The police nabbed him up right quick. They blocked him in from every single possible angle. And ex-President Trump is doing well. He was not injured. The worst of it for him was that the Secret Service jumped him and used their bodies as a human shield to protect him, which is exactly what they should have done. The shooter had a GoPro in his backpack, so it would seem that he was planning on video documenting, trying to do this assassination. And, luckily, he was not able to harm anyone. No one. No Secret Service were harmed. No innocent bystanders were harmed. No one was assassinated. That's the best case scenario. Turd Ferguson said, YouTube sucks with censoring. Let's see if I could say this one. I wonder how many copycats are going to try to trace this dude for clout. You know what? That's a huge thing that can happen too, homie. That's a huge thing that can happen. And, YouTube does suck for censoring. YouTube is a part of Google, and Google has a lot of government ties, and that's just been proven, and that's just something that we have to deal with, unfortunately. Meta has the same issue. TikTok didn't used to have that issue. You used to be able to freely and openly talk about stuff as long as you weren't there wasn't violence, as long as you weren't showing any nudity, and as long as there weren't any, actual hate slurs. You used to be pretty able to say what you wanted to say on TikTok, but since they've been threatened to being banned by our government, they've started playing ball, and you can see the shift. They're suppressing things they never would have suppressed in the past. Everybody's noticing the difference. And Kamala Harris is straight up on an interview recently said that the government needs to apply pressure to Elon Musk because he can't have a free speech platform with X. It needs to be moderated. It needs to be censored. So that's just part of living in this country. And I think that in other countries, it's much worse. In the UK, people are going to prison over Facebook posts. I watched it in Australia. During the COVID lockdowns, people in Australia were getting arrested for their Facebook posts. Our governments don't want us to be able to have actual true freedom of speech, because that goes against the narratives that they try to spin, and the mainstream media plays along with them. It's a proven fact at this point. In fact, RFK won an entire lawsuit against the Biden administration because it was proven that they were censoring and suppressing him during COVID with the information he was trying to give. Trev the Tyrant, was it a shooting at Trump or shooting nearby Trump? Sorry I'm late. What is up, homeboy? Trev, love you, buddy. And please tell Cass that I'm going to have that hat to send her soon because we finally got those in. So look, what happened was Trump was out shooting golf. He was about 3 holes away. It was about 400 to 500 yards away where he was going that direction. There was a dude posted up in the bushes with an AK ready to blast him. And the Secret Service caught it first. And they took shots at him. And the dude ran off. As soon as the shots fired, the Secret Service that was closer to Trump jumped him, created a human shield around him to protect him, and they ended up catching the guy. Within like 30 minutes, Florida police had the dude completely surrounded, and they took him into custody without incident. Now, it's been revealed his identity. His name is Ryan Wesley Ruth. He was a severe supporter of Ukraine. He was trying to get troops to go to Ukraine and volunteer to fight in Ukraine. He gave massive donations. 19 times he did donations to the Democratic Party. And Facebook immediately took down his he had massive Facebook presence where he was constantly posting. And as soon as his identity was revealed, Facebook wiped his page off the planet. It's no longer there. People were getting screenshots of it, and all of a sudden it just disappeared. Facebook took it down so that people couldn't see the stuff that he'd been posting, which is super sketchy. Super sketchy. Yo, my boy Peanut, what is up? Are lower nicotine vapes less harsh on the lungs, and do they have throat hit? Look, vapes with less nicotine are 1,000% easier on your throat and less harsh on your throat. I do a 0.3, and it's the lowest that you can get. And it is way less harsh, bro. If I were to do a 6, which is the next step up, I'd be coughing my lungs out, bro. But I worked my way down after I quit cigarettes. I was at a higher nicotine, and I've just worked my way down, homie. Saint Vicious. What this country is for people on both sides, what this country needs is for people on both sides to sit down and have a real conversation without insulting or talking over each other. Basic respectful communication could save this country, and I 1,000% agree with you on that. Remember when we used to have leaders who acted like fucking adults instead of spoiled, entitled fucking children that just went after each other, and they actually talked about issues instead of throwing insults? We used to actually have policies instead of that guy's evil. No, that guy's evil. No, he's worse. You have to pick the lesser of two evils, and it's me. It's insane what we have going on in this country now. And it's been that way for a while, but it seems to get worse every fucking election cycle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the last time we had a leader you could actually just vibe with, who talked about policy, and he sold you on what he wanted to do for you as a fucking employee of the American people? I consider an election to be a fucking job interview, homie. Yeah, it's an important job, but it ain't nothing but a public servant. You're gonna be a public servant. So why aren't you telling us what the fuck you're gonna do for us to earn your spot, to earn your money, to earn that prestige? You should be trying to win us over, not trying to insult the other person. It's fucking petty politics, man, and it gets us nowhere. We're stuck in a loop, like fucking hamsters in a wheel, or a gerbil in Richard Gere's asshole. Did I say that out loud? Fuck, I did. I thought I was just thinking it. I'm sorry. Anthony Cavasso said, I saw that even some chomos are wearing your hat, and one even gave you a shout out. How the heck can chomos love your content when you talk so much about being against them? That's beyond me. So look, I think the dude that you're talking about was a city councilman in Aberdeen, Washington. And yes, he was exposed to be a chomo. And yes, I want to go to Aberdeen, Washington and revoke his hat privileges and let him know exactly how I feel about that shit. But unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do about that, man. It blows my absolute and utter fucking mind why some piece of trash like that would want to sport a hat saying that we fucking hate him. Alex, what is up, man? The local cop killer in my community is in protective custody. I'm confused. I thought cop killers got respect. That's a new one to me, homie. That's an absolute new one to me. But, you know, just because he's a cop killer doesn't mean that he doesn't have other issues. He might be a cop killer on this case, and he could have been a baby raper on the last case. He might be a cop killer on this case, but he might have snitched out a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. He might be a cop killer on this case, but he could be a dropout from, you know, a gang, and he could have a hit on him. He could be in protective custody for a whole bunch of reasons. Just because you're down on a good case, homie, does not necessarily mean that you don't have other wonky shit going on. And That's just how it goes in prison sometimes. I've seen a lot of dudes down on good cases fuck their whole life up over nothing, bro. It's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? It do happen. So it is what it is like that. Hey, Trev, just so you know, since you just jumped in, I told everybody that I'm not censoring political stuff here because it's unfair, it feels like to me, to be talking about something that's so politically driven and not allow them to express themselves. I've told everybody at the beginning they're allowed to do that here, even though we normally don't like to delve into politics. I understand I'm talking about the crime that happened. It was a politically motivated crime, though, and I don't want people to feel like I'm censoring them if they want to talk about politics, as long as they're being respectful and not fighting with each other or degrading the other side. I don't mind if people do that, and I see that you were timing some people out. I completely understand. We've sort of modified the rules on this one, and you just weren't here when we did that. So I love you, bro. I don't want people to feel censored on this. We are talking about political shit today, though. Anon69 said, two parties are far too few to represent the people. Facts on that, bro. And they have a monopoly. They have an absolute monopoly. It's absolutely crazy, man. It's wild to me. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think that's all of the information that we have on Ryan Wesley Ruth to date. I think that got you guys up to date on him. Now, of course, this dude is being just crazy interrogated right now. Imagine where he's at. So if you get caught on a normal crime, a lot of the time, they're going to take you and they're going to interrogate you to try to get a confession out of you. But a dude like this, with a crime like this, getting arrested for trying to do an assassination, the feds is going to take you somewhere immediately and they're going to go try to pry all the information out of you because they need to know if you're working with anybody else. Is there still an active threat out there towards your target? Right now, they probably trying to unravel this dude's mental to try to figure out if he was working with anybody else who might go and try to assassinate Donald Trump. You know, they got one. They don't know if he was working with other people. This dude seems to be a networking motherfucker. So they need to know if he was in contact with anybody else. I guarantee you they're going through his electronics with a fine-tooth comb. They're grilling this dude. They're running this dude up. And that's just the beginning of it because he's going to be taken to a black site. I promise you, they're going to take this dude to a black site. And that's where, after the initial interrogation is done, he's got a long road ahead of him, bro. Like, he fucked up. He fucked up, and he's going to have a lot of interrogation time going on. And some of it might not be so friendly. You know what I'm saying? This dude definitely, like, trying to assassinate one of our leaders, potential leaders, past leaders, you know, however you want to classify Donald Trump, he's running for president right now. So you trying to take him off the planet, they're going to take you and they're going to run you through the ringer. He's got a bad time ahead of him, you guys. Shane Killian, you saved me from unaliving myself. Thanks, brother. Given my job, I can't wear your merch. Any way you can make a be good or be good at it shirt or hat, I'll be the first to buy. Shane, thank you so much, dog. I love you. I'm so glad that you're still here, homie. Big love and respect to you, man. Homie, I will try to make a shirt that is a little more job appropriate. I just appreciate you, man. That you would say that means everything to me. That means that I did something right, bro. That means that I did something right. We love you and we want you here, Shane. Stay with us. Big love and respect. Anthony Cavasso said, I always wanted to be a cop, but that's not the path I went down. I think I would have been a great cop. You know what? Sometimes I think about what I would be like as a cop too, brother. I think I'd have been a dirty ass cop, bro. I think I'd have been ganged up, selling drugs, doing all sorts of bad shit. It's probably good I didn't become a cop, but you probably would have been a good one, bro. I like your integrity, bro. I like the way that you're always taking care of your family. I like the way that you're always respectful, bro. You're a good ass solid dude, bro. If I would have been a cop, bro, on the road that I went down, I'd have been a whole ass motherfucking nightmare, bro. Can you fucking imagine? Tarek said Ruth is getting all of his holes probed right now. You know, I don't think that they do immediate probing. I don't know, bro. I think they have to get you to a black site before they start pushing stuff up inside you. But who knows? I've never been arrested for trying to assassinate anybody. I've been arrested for some shit, but never trying to assassinate nobody. So, it is what it is. Yo, somebody just said it. Baal of Babylon. JD be like, I'm the main character of that TV show, The Shield. Bro, I loved that show. The Shield was the shit, bro. You know where I watched The Shield? At Oregon State Penitentiary. Yo, we had The Shield in there, and I watched every single episode of that bitch, bro. Like, I stayed up hella late night because they had to put it on late night on our movie channel, and I watched every episode of The Shield. That shit was dope as fuck, man. And, yo, when I think about me as a cop, I think of, like, Vic Mackey, dog. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have shaved my head or at least done a bunch of roids till all my hair fell out and then become a cop and fucking just been out there like, yeah, we're robbing the plug. I love you guys, man. You guys are the best. So, look, I'm just going to take some normal comments and questions just so that we can hang out, man. Cheyenne Wilbur, breaks my heart. Everyone is at each other's throats. Not everybody, sis. We bring the love here. You in the right place for the love and support. I don't know if you just seen my homie Shane's comment, bro, but like we make a difference here. We love each other here. And some of the comments people made to him after that, yo, you in a good place right now. Irish Bomb Squad. JD, what's goody, homeboy? IP916. You already know, homie. What's good, man? Love you, dog. Good to see you. What's up? And yo, I saw Shades in here earlier. What is up, Shades? If you're still here, I love you, homeboy. It's good to see you, man. Big love and respect. Let's see. Al Ferguson, what do you think about the guys who always recording cops on the street and in the precincts and on sidewalks? Look, so what you're talking about is you're talking about the auditors. You're talking about the people who audit the police. A lot of the time, I think those dudes are doing a good job. I think that we do need accountability with the police. The police need to understand and know that we have rights and that they like to cakewalk across our rights a lot of the time. So some of these auditors do a good job. Some of them go too far. And, even the ones that go too far, I find it entertaining to watch, even if I think they're fucking assholes. So that's my opinion. Peanut, how are you liking Prison Break? Bro, we are on the last season of Prison Break. I did not realize what I was signing up for when I started watching Prison Break, because when Prison Break came out, I was in prison, so I never got to watch it till now. Now it's on Netflix. Hey, damn, bro, they don't make seasons like they used to. What are these, like 20 episode seasons? Nowadays, they make like 8 to 10 episode seasons. Holy shit, man. But it's been pretty crazy, bro. It definitely went way farther and way more unrealistic than I was expecting it to, but it's entertaining. And I don't watch TV for reality. You know what I'm saying? I lived some dark and dirty realities. I watch TV to be entertained. So, shit goes sideways. I'll stay with the business. The Jim said issues with our country are myriad, but number one is that a full generation was systematically abused to believe untruths, and that any questioning of those beliefs is automatically an existential attack. I feel you on that, homie. I 100% feel you on that. Zach asked, when is the Alaskan Avenger getting out? So I'm about to tell you guys right now when the Alaskan Avenger is getting out. I don't know. Sorry, I double bluffed y'all. I don't know, nor does he. I talked to him yesterday for like an hour and a half, bro. And the thing is that they are not breaking bread with that release. They have not checked out his residence. And he's been like literally waiting. His place has been paid for like 3 weeks now. So he has to pay rent again in like a week. He has to pay rent in a week, which is crazy as fuck, bro. Like, how you gonna have him waste a whole month of rent and then you're gonna let him out right when it's time to pay rent again and he hasn't had a chance to work It sucks what the system is doing to him right now. You know, I'm not going to let him lose his shit or nothing, but it's just fucked up because a lot of people don't have resources, homie. But the Alaskan Avenger will be out, and I will be in Alaska for it. Crasher talks and more. Hey, JD, hope all is well. I wanted to put a bug in your ear about a channel named Deep Humor that is dealing with fake copyright issues and threatening termination. What do you mean they're dealing with fake copyright issues? Like they're handing out fake copyrights? Or what, man? You'd have to be a little more specific, and I appreciate you putting me on game, homie. Mark Maurer, when you're done with Prison Break, check out Breakout Kings. It's a follow-up, and some of the episodes are fucking amazing. Oh, shit, I had no idea there was a follow-up. That's dope as hell. I really, everybody's been telling me to watch The Mayor of Kingston, and I really want to get to that. I know that a lot of people have been, asking me about The Mayor of Kingston. Like, you should watch that, you should watch that. So I'm trying to do that next. Breakout King sounds cool too. I just want to remind you guys, if you want to get your Make Pedophiles Afraid Again merch, we do have hats, tank tops. We've got the Pedo Lives Don't Matter. We've got Wood Chipper 2024, and all of that is at convictclothing.net, you guys. So if you guys want to check any of that out, feel free to do that. If you guys, since we were talking about the Alaskan Avenger, just for anybody who didn't know, the Alaskan Avenger is a dude in Alaska who used the sex offender registry like it was a damn shopping list, like it was a to-do list, and he started kicking in doors and beating chomos with hammers, registered sex offenders that were pedophiles. He was beating them with hammers. He got like 3 of them out of the list of 9 that he had before the police got him, and they were trying to give him 28 years. The community rallied around him, and they're like, he's a hero. You can't put that dude away for 30 years for this. So they dropped it down to 18. He's about to be getting out on house arrest. I wrote him a letter of employment. We've been trying to do everything we can with the parole board, and he got 5 years off, and he got 5 years that he could do on house arrest. So he's about to be out on house arrest after doing 10 years in prison. And if you want to sub to his channel, Trev is going to hit his channel link in the description or in the chat below. Take a minute and go sub to the Alaskan Avenger. You're going to see him on this community, and you're going to see me on his channel really soon, you guys. The Howling Gamer said, yo, said in another stream, you said in another stream that you were a Transformers fan. You might enjoy the fall of Cybertron if you can find a hard copy of The War of Cybertron. Hell yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Crasher Talks and more. We got the update on what we was talking about. Deep Humor is dealing with copyright issues. There's another channel doing it to Deep Humor. I'm also looking into it more before making videos. Okay, facts, bro. Like, I've gotten hit by copyright, like just recently by a channel that, I know they weren't the original poster, but what they do is they go and they buy viral clips off of private citizens, and then they hit everybody who's used that clip with a copyright strike. And then they offer to drop the copyright strike if you give them X amount of money. Like, they wanted $500 from me because I used 13 seconds of a clip of a video that I found off TikTok of a chick driving into a Popeye's chicken and then getting out and being all, ah! I was like, yeah, eat a dick up, bro. Not doing it. Not doing it. There are copyright scammers out here who do whack shit. Rob Smith, just seizured, but still watching. Keep up the work. Yo, Rob, we love you. Take a minute, breathe. Know that we're here with you. We support you. We love you, Rob. Be safe, man. Your safety and your health is paramount, and we all love and appreciate you, dude. Thank you for being here. Who keeps making Trev delete messages? Bro, Gina, you are an absolute fucking whack job. Not only are you a liar, but I'll bet you just ran through at parties, huh? Like, everybody gets a turn? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking wild ass accusations. What the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Crack is bad for you. Have we not learned that crack is bad for you? The whole ass 80s told us. Then the 90s told us. Ran through? Get on before you get shit on, y'all. Love you guys, though. Stop making my mods get rid of your shit, bro. They already work hard enough without you being intentionally stupid on the internet. We all see you being intentionally stupid. Stop doing that. Don't make my mods work harder than they need to by saying insane lunatic shit, bro. Go scream into the wind while you piss up a rope, ho. All right, appreciate you, love you. Yes, I'm good. I'm very good. I don't like those types of things when people say that type of shit. It absolutely, I cannot fucking stand it, bro. And also, my mods are not here to deal with fucking absolutely ridiculous shit like that. Trev shouldn't have to be doing comment after comment after comment. I'm just gonna come in and I'm just gonna permanently block you from the channel if I see my mods having to work too hard to keep your ass from being disrespectful. That's just what it is. I love my mods. They're in here slinging every single time, doing the good thing for us. So, let's see. Yes, Magnolia Rose, we love you. Thank you. Why are they trying to get rid of a presidential candidate? Where's the heat on the current pres and VP? I think that there's, look, this is the second time that this has happened. So let's just be real about it. There are people out there who are listening to a lot of the rhetoric saying that this will be the end of our country, the end of democracy, and both sides are saying this shit. But there's one side that clearly has been becoming more unhinged with it lately. I don't know, bro. Is it the hair dye and the bleach? I just don't know, because I have not seen a single person from the other side trying to snipe the prez or the vice prez. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when it's happened multiple times now, I don't think it's just a fucking anomaly, bro. It just is what it is. Baby Low Spaz, JD, I'm back out of Chatham County. How you been? Yo, homie, welcome home. Welcome back to the real world. We love you. We're glad you're out here. Let's keep it free, baby. Hell yeah. Beth says she likes the hat. Thank you so much, sis. It's for my merch if you want to pick one up. Convictclothing.net. People forgot how to lose, brother. Sad affair. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I take L's all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I jump back in when I take an L, and I go admit it in front of the entire fucking internet. You guys have seen my apology videos. You've seen my correction videos. You've seen me come back and be like, hey, I fucked something up, and I'm here to take accountability. Taking an L is not a bad thing, because that's often in life how we learn and we grow and we move forward, is by taking L's and then coming back stronger. You just learn from it, bro, and you move forward and you move up. You know what I'm saying? Raven Poe, going through a lot. You got an email. I need advice. Hit me up on Insta, Raven. Hit me up on Insta. JD Delay. Alex Blome. What's up, brother? Saying what up from Oregon. Well, what the fuck up, neighbor? How you doing, dog? Good to see you, man. Hell yeah. Izzy Dark Lord. Holy crap. I didn't realize y'all were still on. Man, how's life tonight, dude? Some hornet's nest stirred up lately for sure. Yo, Izzy, so we jumped off because I froze up. And we jumped off and we took a break and we came back to talk about the identity of the shooter. So, in fact, we're just about to wrap up here, man. I've been on here for an hour and we did about 40 minutes last time before I froze up. I just want to say how much I love you guys. We're about to start a new week, and this week belongs to each and every one of you, man. Go out there and own it. Every day is a new opportunity to be who you want to be, to make the world what you want the world to be. Go out there and love each other fucking hard, homie. We all in this together. Till the next time, one love. Be good or be good at it, baby. I'm going to see you real soon.